Good morning and welcome to the Core Connection. I'm Mira Rubin here with you on Enlightened World Network. And today's topic is mining the moment, really mining the moment for miracles. That's what we're up to. So it should be a fun conversation. But before we get started, let's take a minute or two to get present. Let's take a deep breath in through your nose and hold it. And imagine clean, crisp oxygen flooding your lungs, flowing into your bloodstream, nourishing all your cells, all your organs, bringing vital life energy to your body and being. And as you exhale, exhale any tension, stress, negativity, fatigue. And now let's take another deep breath in through your nose and hold it. This time, imagine brilliant, bright light lighting you up from the inside out, illuminating, electrifying, and energizing all your cells, your molecules, your electrons, and creating this brilliant beam of light from your heart out into the world. And as you exhale, exhale any remaining tension, stress, negativity, fatigue. And now let's just gently press our palms together and softly rub your fingers against your palms to feel the deliciousness of that sensation, the tickling, the tingling, the pressure, the temperature, just feeling all those feelings, and allow that sensation to bring you present right here, right now, into this remarkable physical form that enables you to experience life. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, Rosalind. So good to have you here with us this morning. So today we're talking about mining the moment for miracles. And each moment has within it the seed of miracles. And we often conceive of miracles as something that is big and, dramatic and all kinds of fanfare, when in fact something that is rather miraculous can be something so simple, where we actually presence ourselves to the wonder in that experience. For instance, we can actually presence ourselves to the miracle of a flower. Good morning, Kimberly. How are you? Welcome. So good to have you here with us. It's great to have you here. I'm wondering how you're doing. So we're talking about miracles and mining the moment for miracles. And that miracles don't have to be something that, you're getting ready to leave today. I don't know why I thought you were going on the 14th. So, okay, you've been in my thoughts, and I am very excited for you to be having a profoundly healing, transformational experience, and to find more of your heart and soul, your authentic heart and soul. And Kimberly says, I'm doing really well, looking forward to this time of healing. And you can be sure that our hearts are with you. How long are you going to be gone, Kimberly? Do you know how long this will be? So that we can be thinking of you on a daily basis and sending you lots of love and energy. So we're talking about mining the moment for miracles, and this probably would be a really good practice for you. Wow, 2 months, Kimberly. Wow. Well, that can be a profound and powerful, powerful, powerful time for you. May it be. That's our wish for you. Mining miracles will probably support you really well in that time. I think it would support all of us, or does support all of us. And part of mining miracles is Good morning, Lisa. Welcome. It's great to have you here with us. Is presencing yourself to the things that we take for granted and allowing ourselves to connect with the wonder of those things that we take for granted, the wonder of the familiar. So for instance, we take for granted that there's grass and trees and flowers and all of those things. And if we can just allow ourselves to slow down and be present and see things, to just really see things that we I've got hiccups, overlook. So, like we see the grass, we see the trees, we see the flowers, but we don't really see them. We don't really notice them. We don't really presence ourselves to them because, again, there's so much information in our environment that if we were present to all of it, we might not be able to even function. Who knows? Because there's so much magic all around us all the time. But Minette, I don't think I've ever seen you here before, and I just want to welcome you. Minette says, good morning, much heart and hugs and light of love and joy and harmony and balance to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And back at you, Minette. It's wonderful to have you here with us. So we're talking about really presencing ourselves to wonder and the miraculous. And that is, all of that is available to us. So all of that is available to us when we presence ourselves to the moment. So Minette says, I feel fragile after the lunar eclipse as so much energy in the go. I thank you for mentioning. Oh, wow. Minette says, I'm from South Africa, Cape Town. Wow. What time is it there, Minette? It's 9 a.m. where I am on the East Coast of the United States. I wonder what time it is where you are. So wonderful to have you here with us. So talking about the eclipse, that was, I think it was it Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night? I don't even remember. I know that I was unable to keep myself awake to witness it. I did go out to see the full moon, and it was Sunday. Thank you, Lisa. The days blend together. What can I say? Anyway, oh my, it's I don't think you mean 3:98 p.m. 3:08 p.m. Okay, great. So let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So you're like 6 hours, you're 6 hours ahead of us. Wow. Well, it's great to have you joining us. So Lisa says it was too cloudy here to see it. And actually, when I went out to see the full moon, it was also very, very cloudy. So I probably didn't miss it because I probably wouldn't have been able to see it. Anyway, interesting to be talking about miracles right now, and also to be talking about the eclipse. That's something somewhat miraculous, right? To have the light, a perpetual light in the sky eclipsed, darkened, and then re-illuminated. That's when we presence ourselves to that kind of phenomenon, we can be present to the working of the universe and the wonder of how all these different planets and the orbits that they have and the way that they interact and the continuity of it and the variability of it. I mean, just remarkably amazing and wondrous and miraculous. You know, the miraculous or miracles, I think, don't just occur in the unusual. You know, we're living in miracles every moment of one sort or another in wild, wild ways. So Rosalind says 5 senses, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Name 5 things you see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. I love it. That's so fun, Rosalind. That's a really cool exercise, actually. And Minette says, yes, awesome. We had it at 6:11 in the morning. I think where I am, it was going to be 11:30. It was going to be full eclipse starting at 11:30 p.m. Good morning, Elaine. So good to have you here with us. I'm looking at your emojis, and the ocean emoji kind of reminds me of a muscle, nature's muscle. I love it. Anyway, we're talking about the miraculous and how it's all around us, really, and mining the moment for the miraculous, because it's when we're present in the moment that we can be present to the wonder of our world and our existence. And there's an opening of the heart that occurs when we presence ourselves to the wonder, to the Kimberly says, love you all dearly. Kimberly, we love you back. And we're very hopeful for you and excited for you to be embarking on this transformative journey. And may it be rich and fulfilling and enlightening and transformative for you. May you get everything from it that you are hoping for and more. So we're talking about miracles and mining the moment. So the thing is that there are miracles around us in every moment, and we are just oblivious to them because we're focused, we're otherwise focused, right? We're busy with our doingness, we're busy with our preoccupations, we're busy with our the noise in our own minds, right? Often being very self-critical or judgmental toward ourselves and others. You know, we in other words are dissociated from the reality or the world or the experience of being where we are, being here. I mean, you can just, you want to see a miracle, allow yourself to really look at your own hand and see the lines and see all the flow of the blood that's moving through, and the tendons and the muscles. And I mean, there's miracle after miracle in every moment if we stop to allow ourselves to find it. Elaine says, the ocean to me is the reflection of life force energy flowing through all that is life, including the human reflection. You know, that reminds me, Elaine, talking about the ocean as life force energy. Years ago, I was with a couple friends at Montauk, and the ocean, the force of the ocean was so primal. I don't think I'd ever seen such a turbulent ocean before. And I'd been to the ocean during a hurricane even, and this was just so turbulent. And we stood on the beach and brought the ocean to peace. It was remarkable. It was so extraordinary to just be standing there and connecting with the ocean and calming it and communing on that level with nature. It was amazing. It was miraculous. So it fits into our morning conversation. It was miraculous because it was unexpected. And I think that when we can allow ourselves to really, for instance, look at our hand or really look at a leaf or a flower, to really be present to it, that is surprising because it is so different from what our common perception is. Kimberly says, it's such a beautiful morning. I'm on a walk right now. The moon and sun is shining, looking at the flowers. Roses are blooming. The air is crisp. It's a miracle to be alive, alert, and enthusiastic. It is a miracle, Kimberly. And blessings to you for that. And thank you so much for sharing that with us, because it is a miracle to be alive. And we often experience life as a burden rather than as a miracle. And good for you to be present to that. That's such a gift. And it's a gift that we can all give ourselves in any moment. You see, that's the thing, is the miracles are generated from within by allowing ourselves to be present to them, right? What makes a miracle is our willingness to receive it, or to experience it, or to recognize and acknowledge it. So very interesting stuff to realize that we have the ability to be residing in those miracles. So Elaine says, stillness on the outside, stillness on the inside, no separation. I love it. So yeah, this notion of the miraculous. I was speaking to a friend who's been experiencing extreme pain from their neck and impingement on nerves and all kinds of just extreme difficulty, and is scheduled for surgery. And we were talking about the surgery. We were talking about how in the past she would have done everything that there was to do and to be to not need that surgery, to heal otherwise, to overcome. I mean, she's got 2 bulging discs, and just there's physiological issues that the surgery is intended to correct, and she's just been in such pain. And she was talking about having lost this part of herself that was willing to fight through that to this place of healing, and kind of mourning this other self, and believing that old self was superior in some way or another, and that the current self was a result of deterioration of some sort or another. And I said, well, I imagine that the current self has some superpowers that the old self didn't. And what she talked about was the ability to shed notions of oneself, to shed attachment, to that this was the superpower of her contemporary self. And in that conversation, we got to discover and explore the fact that the shedding is what allows us to be more of our essential selves. The shedding is what allows us to be more connected to the fullness that we have available to us. So that was a really powerful conversation, is when we shed our preconceptions, when we shed our predispositions, we have greater access to what's there, right? We have greater access to the miracles that are ever present. So Elaine says gratitude is a powerful place to be, 100%. And it's interesting, some people are able to access gratitude directly. One of my easiest pathways to gratitude and to divinity, to wonder and awe, is beauty. For me, that's my entree. I don't know whether you can relate to that or not, but beauty is what opens my heart. And then from there, I can get to gratitude and connection and wonder and awe and experience the miraculous. So Minette says, yes, we must appreciate and be grateful every day, even if it's just the smallest thing, from a deep maybe pool. We need to acknowledge just that, how small ever. So I think that it does, it's not about size, right? We keep hearing size matters, but I'm not so sure, that the smallest thing can be experienced as the purity of a miracle, truly. The smallest flower. It's miraculous when we presence ourselves to our existence, to anything, any sense, anything that we're able to experience. It is miraculous. And Lisa says, replying to Elaine about gratitude being a powerful place, it sure is. And Elaine says, blessings all, have a perfect now as you perceive this to be. Love. Thank you, Elaine. And Minette says, miracles come from gratitude. And why do we not heal our body ourselves? It's because we do not allow us to stay in the flow of what the next step is that is presented by the divine. Allowance of healing from above in whichever route we choose, but it goes hand in hand with the letting go of the emotional or mental dis-ease that created this non-allowance we experience. Minette, I think that this goes to the notion of shedding also, shedding our separation, shedding our belief of or belief in our limitations. So, I do believe that we have the capacity to heal, to levitate, to walk through walls. And my consciousness is not at the levitation and walking through walls stage yet. And with the healing, in some cases it is, in some cases it isn't. But I agree with you that if we can shed all of what keeps us separate, then there's no such thing as dis-ease. And Kimberly says, open heart, open mind. Elaine says, yes, true beauty is the reflection you see in the mirror. Enjoy, INJOY. And Minette says the biggest key is to focus on joy, as from this point is where we create from the void. And if joy is in the recognition of the leaf or cloud or the sound of a baby, then be present and embody that. That's so beautiful, Minette. Thank you for that. The word was purity. Okay, great. Thank you. And Elaine says, you are the flower, love. Yes, I love that too. We are the flower. And, you know, if we take that to its literal interpretation, that it is me or you that is perceiving that flower. So we are one with that flower in our perception of it. We are creating it, right? We are bringing it into existence through our experience of it. You know, Elaine says, remember, without you, there is nothing to see, creators. Exactly. That's what I was just saying, is that it is our perception, our presence that is bringing all these things into awareness and perhaps into existence, which is a fun thing to ponder. And it sounds like it might be a conversation for another day. So I'm just going to say that's it for this morning. And what a wonderful, engaging conversation about sourcing, mining the moment for miracles. I'm Mira Rubin. This is the Core Connection, and I go live here each weekday morning on the Enlightened World Network Facebook page and the Enlightened World Network YouTube channel. And I invite you to check out all the other awesome programming on Enlightened World Network and EWN One with the Earth, Enlightened World Living. And until next time, so much love to you. I hope to see you back here again really, really soon.